Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really didn't know what I was going to post this week for my YouTube content. I've been thinking, should I get back to doing more of the financial literacy content with the new year coming up and giving people some motivation to act on their ideas? I know I talked about that in my last video, but today while I was sitting thinking, not really even thinking about content, my wife sent a Facebook video to me. She's traveling, and in this Facebook book video, there's a gentleman who goes around. I don't know exactly where he's located. You may be familiar with this gentleman, but he goes and he pretends that maybe he needs some help. Maybe he's disabled or not in a good financial position. In this particular video, he pretended to be blind, and there was a gentleman who helped him who was down and out himself. And this gentleman goes and he buys some food, and then this person who was pretending to be blind revealed to that gentleman who had bought him food and who had showed an act of kindness to him that he wasn't blind. And the man, he couldn't believe it. But then he goes on, this man who was pretending to be blind, stay with me here, hands this gentleman who helped him $1,000. But the story continues from there. The gentleman who was given the $1,000, who was down and out, didn't have much for himself. He then in turn helped another homeless man out by offering to get him a place to stay, giving him half of what he had gotten and what he had received, the $500 of the 1,000. So I continue to scroll. I don't have Facebook, but I continue to scroll. So I happened to come upon another video in which the same gentleman who had given this other man the $1,000, he finds him, and later on, he this time he gives him another $1,000. The way that it ended it up is that he not only gave him the $1,000, but he also gave him a home. He got this man who was homeless. He was able to get him a home through people that had seen his content and came together and wanted to help this man who helped him just out of love and service. And this man was a believer. And I'm gonna be honest, it brought tears to my eyes, and I shared it with some of my coworkers, and they talked about it bringing tears to their eyes as well. I really didn't play in this video, and I don't care that it's perfect. I didn't shave or anything like that, but I was just inspired in that moment because I knew that this was the content that God wanted me to make and to talk about that man's response to being given at home. He didn't expect that when he was being kind to the person who he thought was blind and who he thought was down and out. He just helped them out of love, out of the spirit of love and of his faith and God. He talked about his Savior, and it was just it's beautiful. Hopefully, I don't know how many people will see this video. I don't care. I want a lot of people to see it, but I know those who are meant to see it will see it. We need to see and have more examples of that. Now, the gentleman who makes these videos, he's on camera. You can see him, and he's giving away sometimes $10,000, even more than that at times. I think I've seen him give out over $100,000. But it's what he's getting from these other people, these people who seem to have nothing, that they're going out of their way to sow into his life, and then in turn he sows back into their lives. And we just have to do more of that for one another, because the number one commandment is love. And we get so tied up into material things, the cars and homes and jobs and titles, when those things really ultimately they don't even matter, because when our time is up and when we check out of here, no one's going to be talking about the house you lived in. No one's going to be talking about the car you drive. No one's going to be talking about your title on your job. No one's going to really care about those things. What they're going to talk about is the legacy you left and how you treated people and how you made them feel and what impact you had on their lives, either negative or positive. So I was inspired by that video today, and I wasn't even going to make a video. I just want to inspire people and encourage people to love on other people when there's nothing in it for you, when you can get nothing back in return, because that really is the essence of love, is giving without the expectation of receiving anything back. And you never know where your blessing is going to come from. You know, we hear that all the time. Well, be kind to people. You be kind to people who are homeless. You don't know, you could be entertaining an angel or helping an angel. And I do believe that there's some truth to that. You really never know. You never know the impact you're going to have on people's lives. Just go about your day, go about your life, being kind to people, loving on people, helping people when they can do nothing back, nothing for you in return. And that's where your blessings, you don't do it for the blessing, but your blessing will come back. I mean, this man talked about having a dream in one of these videos of what happened on that day happening before it happened. It's just, it touched my heart. And I encourage everyone and anyone who may see this video, share it if you feel like sharing it. If you don't, fine, at least you're watching it. And prayerfully, it really speaks to your heart that just be kind to people and love on people. Love the people in your family. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. But love the people in your world family. Love the people on your job. Some of them may get on your nerves at times, but love them too. You can still, if you're a praying person, you can pray for people. If you know they're going through something, pray for them. You don't have to sit and talk about it and gossip about it. That's not going to do anything. Pray for that person. Pull that person into a conference room. If it's a coworker, give them a hug. Let them know you care and that you can, they can talk to you. If it's a loved one, if it's a neighbor, whoever it may be, just pour out some love to people. And maybe sometimes it's hard for us to love on others when we haven't received it. But just extend yourself. You never know what might happen. But with that, I'm going to cut this video off, and I'm going to remind you to own your mind, own your money, and own the keys to the bank. And may God bless you. Be kind to one another.